Right, hello everybody. Welcome to Okayama Short for a Global Mazda version of the Let's Learn the Track series. This series is sponsored by simrigs.com, so please have a look at the description of their website and check them out. So we're in the Mazda MX5. Difficult place to overtake here at Okayama. So you've just got to pretty much wait for people to make a mistake and then capitalise. If you've not seen this series before, I'll give you a little bit of an inkling as to what it's about. So I'll generally go out, do a couple of slow laps, let you know what my braking markers are, what my reference points are. Then we'll slowly try and pick up the pace to show you those in action. Now this is on the new tyre model, the Mazda, so I won't be going particularly fast. Because it'll take quite a few laps for the tyres to warm up, and I don't want to put you through that. So anyway, I'll put the weather up on screen now so you can see what the track temperature is, and we'll get out there and learn the track. So, pit exit here at Okayama. You shouldn't really need to pit, but if you do, then it's because you've either had damage and you've gone in for a fast repair, or you've had a penalty. Now, pit exit can be a little bit sketchy. You've got to be keeping an eye on your relative at all times. That's F3 on the keyboard if you don't know. I'll put my relative on, so that's the one it looks like. The relative, it tells you what cars are where in relation to you. So the exit for the pit lane is pretty much at the point of turn-in for turn number one. So just bear that in mind. Keep an eye on that as you come out the pits. So we'll talk about turn one next time by. But this next section is where you can gain a lot of time and we can lose a lot of time. So, reference points here. So it's a double right-hander we're going to be approaching. Normally the long circuit goes to the left. Here we're going to be going to the right. It's double right. So we've got this Yokohama sign across the track there. And we've got the little hut on the right-hand side that we can use. But I generally like to use these dirty marks on the track there as my braking marker and turning point. So we're in third gear at this point on the left hand side of the circuit. When we get to these dirty marks, we're going to be braking, staying in third gear. We're going to be hitting this first apex, and then when you can, get it down into second gear, let the car drift out wide, because we're going to be cutting it back for this next right here. What you can do here, you can actually go on the grass a little bit and you don't get off track. Then we're going to be short shifting into third gear before we go around this left. You can cut this one as well, but just bear in mind that this curb is a little bit steeper than the other one, and as you put two wheels on there, the car will want to rotate. So if you've got any kind of throttle input on there, kind of more than 50%, the car will want to start to slide. So just bear that in mind. So we're up into third gear at this point. Braking marker, I use the 50 board. So we've got the bridge with the shadow going across the track there, you can see. But when we get to the 50, that's when we're going to be braking down into second gear for this one. Pretty much follow the darker line of the circuit there round, but you want to try and apex as late as you can because you want a really good exit, because if you enter this next right-hander with track position, you'll generally carry that all the way around over the start-finish line. So it's important that you get in front at this corner here. So stay in second gear all the way around here, pretty much follow the darker line, but then try and cut it back, apex late, and get a good exit for this next right-hander. Now this used to be pretty much flat out in third and fourth gear in the old Mazda before they changed it slightly, but now it's not. So we're going to be turning in round about now. You probably just before you can see the apex, to be honest. We're going to be in third gear, we're going to be heading towards the inside curb. Couple of wheels on the inside curb in third gear. Just as you go over there, just ease off the throttle because the car will want to oversteer there. And then back on the gas, this little short sprint down here. Now we're going to be braking at the end of the AstroTurf there. You can see the AstroTurf is at the end of the curb. So we're going to be in third gear. We're going to be braking at the end of the AstroTurf. Third gear, all the way to the apex. As soon as we get to the apex, on the gas, and then let the car drift right out wide onto the AstroTurf, and you can even go on the sand a little bit there, it doesn't really matter. So fourth gear, just hold fourth gear all the way up the start-finish straight. And we're going to be braking just after the bridge. So you can see the bridge there, the shadow on the road. Well, there's these tyre marks on the road surface. We're going to be braking down into third gear. Try and apex this one quite late, turning probably about there, just at where the building is on your left hand side. As soon as you get to the apex, start to accelerate in third gear and let the car run out wide. So remember this one, so just after the bridge, at the dirty bit of road surface there, we're going to be braking, hitting the inside curb, down into second, and then cut it back for this next right, over the grass, short shift to third, and then back round here, using all of the track on the curbs. For this next one, we're going to be braking at the 50. We're going to be down into second gear. I went into fourth gear there, but you should hold third. So a good exit out of here, just hold it in second gear, you don't need to change. Follow the darker line round, but cut it nice and tight on the exit. Third gear. So turn in before you can see it. A little lift of the throttle just as you go around there. Braking just after the AstroTurf. As soon as you hit the apex, you're going to be back on the gas. Let the car run out wide. As you can see there, we didn't get off track and we were quite away onto the sand there, so you can get away with a little bit here. So just after the bridge, we're going to be down into third gear. So nice early turn in there on the gas. We're braking just at the dirty part of the road surface there. Down into second gear, cutting it back for this next right, and then short shift to third. Use all of the track. So braking at the 50 board, down into second gear, follow the darker piece of tarmac round, but then accelerate out and hold in second gear all the way, and back on the brakes. Keep it nice and tight round there at the exit. So we're going to be turning in before we can actually see it. Just off the throttle slightly, just a hold in throttle. We're going to be braking. Turn it as soon as you hit the apex, back on the gas. So I probably won't be able to pick up the pace too much here because the tyres are still cold, but we'll try. So just after the Dunlop bridge, before the tyre marks, we're going to be braking down into third gear. As soon as you hit the apex, you're on the gas. And just at the dirty tyre marks, we're going to be braking down into second gear, put it back for this one, short shift to third, use all of the track. Cars wanting to slide, it's still very, very cold tyres. Braking at the 50, down into second gear. Nice good exit, hold it in second gear all the way. It probably will bounce off the rev limiter like it did there slightly. So then, just before you see it, we're going to be turning in, holding throttle, braking just after the curb. As soon as you're on the apex, we're going to be accelerating out. And then into fourth gear all the way up. So that's Okayama short. There's not a great deal of chance to overtake here at Okayama. You've pretty much got to wait for somebody to make a mistake, and that's the same for the full circuit as well. There's not many places to overtake, and it's pretty easy to defend here. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put your car in their mirror so they can see you, to make them alter their line. So for example, you would feign to go up the inside there, but then cut it back for your own braking marker. They'll probably defend, which will compromise what they're doing. Then you'll be able to get a good exit hopefully, and then get up the inside for this right. And if you hold track position there, like I said, there's a good chance you're going to hold track position at the start finish line. So let me know in the comments if you think that's helpful. If you've got any questions, please ask. Got to thank simrigs.com for making this series possible. They're sponsoring this series. So we are in the simrigs.com Mazda MX5 right now. So the link for their website is in the description. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you later. Cheers.